Welcome back to Taking Back Paris episode 2. If you haven't seen episode 1 yet, please go check it out. I explain what's going on, what my goals are, etc. for the series. But things are happening here in episode 2. It's going better than I thought it was going to go, so that's good. But before we get into all of that, if you enjoy my content, please give it a like and subscribe if you're new. We've just passed 200 subscribers, so that's great. Let's push on for 300 now, see if we can do it. But I do upload videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, so if you're looking for some good, consistent content, please subscribe. I'm your guy. It'd be nice to have you here. And we have fun here, it's going to be a good time. But let's get on with the video. I'll just start by showing you this screen, because as you can see here, A+ to summarise we're doing the unbelievable job and clearly the right manager for the job. So the board are that happy with me because looking at the league table, we are second, which is really good for us. However, I'm going to sound super critical like I always am of myself. We were first for ages and had a terrible run of form, and that bumped us down to second. But it looks good. I think we were 25 to 1 or 20 to 1 to win the league. So going up would be an absolute achievement for this Paris squad. I did say at the end of the last episode, if I didn't come back in the top 5, I'll be mad. And I'm a bit mad that I'm only second because we were first for quite a significant period of time and then we had a terrible run. But we are playing very well. But the league table is very close. Like I could lose 2 games and be out of the promotion playoffs completely. And ideally we get automatically promoted because I don't really know how the promotion playoffs work. And anyone can win in playoffs, like we could play well all season, fall into the playoffs and then not get promoted. And that'd be heartbreaking, so let's not do that. But as you can see, the league table does look promising. As of right now, it does look like we're likely to go up, but touch wood, we continue to play well. But I'll show you the fixtures. As you can see here, you saw the 1-1 at Grenoble, or Grenoble, and then we went on to win the next few games. There's a lot of green, a lot of yellows. We were quite a hard to beat side. We lost this game to Niort, and they scored in the first minute. I don't think we deserved to win, but we definitely didn't deserve to lose that game. And then there's some good wins in here, but then we just draw games for no reason. Like, we find it hard to defend sometimes with this squad. Like, our goalkeeper is 37, and I'm pretty sure his contract expires at the end of the season. But he's just the best choice goalkeeper we have, so I have to play him. On to the point of just conceding goals and not being able to defend. This game, we're 4-0 up, and in the 93rd and 95th minute, we concede 2 goals. Like, why? Then we played Power FC, who were high-flying at the time, and we beat them 6-3, but why are we conceding 3 goals? Gaetan Laura scored 5 of his 9 league goals this season, I'm pretty sure he's got, in that one game. But how do we go from scoring 6 goals to then not being able to score in 4 games? These 4 games I think we'll end up paying for at some point in the season. Like, we've dropped a lot of points over that 12-point period. We got 1 point. The 0-0 against Nancy, like, looking at the stats, I think I deserve to win that. But Laura's just not playing well at the time after scoring 6 goals the game before. This game against Châteauroux, is that how you say it? Probably not, but that's how I'm saying it. We got a player sent off in the first minute, and I say this all the time. Get a player sent off Football Manager. I find it impossible to win. Maybe you guys can win, and you guys can give me some tips if you get a player sent off. But every time I get a player sent off, I either lose or draw the game. After a draw and a loss, there's some bad morale in the squad, so we lose to Havre, AC. And then this game that triggers me the most is this game against Dunker. We're going to call him Dunker. This game against Dunker, right? 1-0. This is the most Football Manager loss I'm ever going to get in this series. I dominated them, and they scored 1 goal from their 1 shot on target. Triggered. And as you can see here, my strike has a 6.2, but I'll go through why I have Dwight Gale in a minute. But then we managed to bounce back against FCSM and Toulouse and win 2-1 in those 2 games. I held a team meeting. I genuinely think in Football Manager, team morale is so important because you lose 1 or 2 games in a row, they all start getting down on themselves. That's why in pre-seasons I always schedule them against really easy teams. So it gives my team a low-key god complex that they're really good even though they're just beating like freaking Cambridge Town, In the cup we entered in the 8th round, our objective was to reach the 10th round, which we did. We won 3-1, then we beat this other Paris team 9-0, showed them who was boss in Paris. And then this is the worst loss I can pretty much guarantee you're ever going to see me get on any Football Manager game on this channel, right? Why am I losing 6-0 to Lyon? Like, we're supposed to be in their league next year, hopefully. Like, obviously Lyon have some very good players and we have no money, but like, at least get up for it, If you look down here, I even got 5.7 for one of my players. No one's really averaging above a 6.7. It just wasn't very good. That game triggered me, and that game was also, if we have a look at all the competitions at the same time, that game was also in the middle of this stretch of awful results. That wasn't helping the team morale, But just quickly on to the transfers. Last time I said I wasn't going to spend stupid money to keep our finances well, which I haven't really done, but I kind of have. So this signing here was the first one we made that you haven't seen, is Yanis Ladar. He's a backup ball-playing centre-back for me. I think how many games has he played? 10 games, averaging a 6.8. That is bad money in my opinion. Like, we didn't need to spend money on that guy. That's a bad signing, I'll admit. Then we brought in Reece Williams pretty much for free from Liverpool. This is an example of a good signing that I've made, and he's played most of my games, averaging a 7. So he's good as a centre-back. They're the only signings that I made in the first transfer window. So we've done quite well with the Paris squad that was predicted to finish mid-table, only adding a few. But we brought in Dwight Gale from Newcastle because for 100 grand, and I'm paying 9 grand wage, which was the highest at the club, I thought Dwight Gale would bang in goals at this level because he is a goal scorer, Dwight Gale. He's a bit old now, but if you look at his history, even when he's on loan at West Brom, he's scoring 23 goals, and this league is easier than the Championship. So why is he in 5 games averaging a 6.48, and the only goal he has scored in 7 was in the French Cup, that 9-0 win? I thought that would give him some confidence, but apparently not. We've also brought in Manuel Conrad, who's just a solid ball winner midfielder, solid like rotational guy to have in the middle. Nothing too special, but at this level, he's alright. He's only played 5 games for us so far, 6.8, but I think he plays better than that. I just bring him on when I need someone there. And then the last signing that we brought is Parsimane, who's just a backup striker. He's really nothing too special, but he's my third choice striker, and it's just more like cover there. And I loaned one of my other strikers out for Diga, who I do want to develop, but he needs game time. I can't give him the game time he needs to develop, if that makes sense. Few on the outs. It doesn't matter too much because, again, we're not too attached to anyone at this level. We sold Ali Abdi to KB Korterdijk in Belgium. He's just a left back. Didn't really fit in too much. Like, he's decent enough, but like going forward, he's not Ligue 1 level in my opinion. Like I said, we loaned out for Diga. Ndai, it's definitely how you're saying these names, but it's fine. We've also loaned him out, but I wanted to sell him, but no one would buy him. He's just not good enough to play for me, in my opinion. And then Ousmane Kante, who was our other centre-back, I've sold to Oostende in Belgium. He's not a good ball-playing defender, and that's what I play, and he's 31, so he's only getting older, and he was on like 4 grand, I think, which is a lot for our team, so I had to sell him, and he was moaning he wasn't playing every game. That is a lot of talking. I am out of breath. I'm just going to highlight a couple of key players so we learn the team over a bit of time. Florent Hanin has played very well. He's a 30-year-old fullback. In the first episode, I said I don't normally play older players, but he's the best player at the club in my opinion. Look at his history. In 22 appearances, he has 4 goals, 7 assists, 6 player of the matches, averaging a 7.49. From left back, that is really good, especially from a 30-year-old. For whatever reason in my formations, the fullbacks always seem to do quite well, but I also just try and get them as far forward as they can be, cross the ball, etc. So the assists are going to make their rating go higher. Cyril Manduki, the guy with the great name, also played well. Ignore the arrows saying that he's bad. But in 22 appearances, averaging a 7.2, 6 goals, 3 player of the matches. He's our captain. Gaetan Laura looks alright, 19 appearances, 9 goals, and he's been injured for a little bit. But like I said, 5 of those goals are in 1 game, so it's a bit of a placebo. He's not as good as he looks. Gakpo, I was bigging up in the first episode, and he is statistically one of our best players, but he just hasn't played like it. In 20 appearances, 2 goals, 3 assists. He's almost averaging a 7, but it just seems like he has a really good game that put his average rating really high, and then he'll have a good game at like 8.7 or something, and then he'll have 4 games followed that averaging like 6.5. So I feel like his rating is a bit of a lie. And then Guilavalgi, valued at 99k, it really shows the ability of the people in this squad. He's come along very well as an inverted winger in 22 appearances, 4 goals, 4 assists. So yeah, I'm happy with my Paris team. I say that. I'm not actually happy with my Paris team. I can't do anything. Well, 2 grand under the wage budget. We've got no transfer budget and 0 wiggle room. So with that Dwight Gale signing, it kind of screwed us a bit financially, but ideally he starts scoring soon because he is more than capable of doing it at this level. We are second in the league. How many games do we have left? I can't do maths. We have 15 games left, and today we're against SM Caen. I'm just going to call them SM. They are top of the league, and they were above me by 7 points at one point, but I've caught them up a bit now. And if we look at the league table, okay, Grenoble beat them, that's how I'm catching them up, but I beat them in the other fixture, so hopefully we can do that again. Like, we're a good team, we're just hard to beat, right? And so are they, clearly. But like, we're drawing too many games. Ideally, if we're going to get promoted and maybe even win the league, we need to be winning these games that we just draw for no reason. Again, we were supposed to finish mid-table, let's be happy with it. I was originally 7 points ahead of 3rd place, but they caught me up loads. So hopefully if we win this game today, that's a real statement of intent. We go top and we'll push on from there. If we lose this game, then it's not looking great because if they can all catch me, like I said, a couple bad results and I'm out. So these 5 fixtures here, I think have the ability to derail my season because they're all good teams no matter where they are in the league. Like, they could easily be promoted. So I need to be ideally winning today, bare minimum draw, and then taking at least, I'd say, 10 points from these 5 games. And if I do that, I think I'll go on to get promoted, but we'll see. Okay, we are away in this game against SM, which is not ideal. I think it's way easier to win at home. Something else I didn't mention, actually. We have had so many injuries. It's unreal. Gaetan Laura is meant to be one of my best players. He's injured. Name or Name, whatever you want to call him. He's also injured, one of my best players. And I put that deep line playmaker literally there to fit him in. And everyone else seems to get a niggly injury here or there. But this is the squad we're going to go for from today. we've got my super old goalkeeper, Hannin, Reece Williams, Bamba, Ballord, Conrad in that deep line playmaker, Manduki, Gakpo in the attacking play and the advanced playmaker even, Lopez on the wing, Gilvalgri in the other wing, and Dwight Gale we're sticking with up front because if I'm going to pay you £9 a week, which isn't much, but in this league it's a lot, or at least for my team it's a lot, he needs to start scoring and he's more than capable. And if he doesn't get a goal by like 60 minutes, Gaetan Laura's coming on. Let's pump our fists. A win here will put us top of the table. 2 people care? Says a lot about our dynamics, doesn't it? I am not confident in the slightest, and I haven't played this save in about 3 days because I haven't had time to record the episode. So let's hope we start with a goal here. Nope. We are in white, to be clear, and we're instantly getting countered. Let's not. Oh, this team annoy me. Literally, all we need to do is just keep it together. I'll demand more from the beginning, but we just need to keep it together and not concede early goals. Something else I haven't said. We concede so many early goals. It's frustrating. Hopefully we bounce back. We're looking at the stats quickly. We are dominating the ball. Oh, I need to win this game. Are we going to get another highlight, or is it going to be half an hour of just them scoring and then nothing? I'm berating them. Get involved, lads. None of them like that. Great. Okay, we finally get a highlight 40 minutes in, but ideally it's for us and not them. Get the ball back. Get the ball back, guys. That'd be nice. Okay, Gakpo, come on. Do something good with it. Nope, you're passing back. Come on, guys. We need a goal here. Go on, Gilvalgri. Go out to the left. He's open. There you go. Oh, good ball over. That's actually a finish. And I'm surprised it wasn't offside. I'm not going to lie. That was terrible commentary for me. But that was a really good finish by Gilvalgri. I expected him to go to this wing back. That's why I was confused why he did that. That's a good little run there. If you just... They lose him. And the keeper should save that all day, every day. But I'm not complaining. 1-1. At least we're back in the game. At least we're showing fighting spirit. There was that little stretch, like I said, where we just wouldn't show any fighting spirit at all. Okay, second half. Alright, Dwight Gale's gone off for Laura and Doherty's come on for now. Pretty much the only other substitute that I can make that makes sense is bringing this Charles Bowley on. He's pretty decent, but both these wingers are quite good. I'll take Lopez off for Bowley. Hopefully that does something. I'm going to go attacking. I'd rather win this game than draw it. But ideally we don't lose because I'm doing this. Encourage them for the last 10 minutes. They look happy. I'm going to play extremely direct and run at the defence. Hit early crosses and shoot on side for the last 5 minutes. Maybe that'll do something. Please be our highlight. Go on, Bowley. I was bigging you up. Good cross. Okay, this is definitely their highlight unless we get the ball back here. Oh, no. What a save. Thank God for that. If I lost that then. I know going attacking is risky, but like, I want the win. Okay, of course we don't count it, do we? Any more highlights? 1-1 to finish it. I mean, it's better than losing because we really almost lost at the very end. But looking at the stats, I guess 1-1 makes sense. We dominate everyone in possession. We're leading the league in possession by a fair bit. But we just can't convert our chances. I'm going to say unlucky boys, it wasn't our night, but I'm actually mad. This needs to motivate them. Okay, didn't motivate them at all. Right, it's a bit annoying not to win that game because I said in this episode somewhere, I'm pretty sure, that we just draw winnable games, and I do think that was a winnable game, and if we won that, we would have gone on top of the league. However, it's more of a point gain than 2 points lost because Châteauroux lost here, and we're now 4 points clear as opposed to 3. So ideally, we finish somewhere in this top 2. Like, that is my goal from now on. We need to finish in the automatic promotion. I will come back if I think I'm going to get automatically promoted. Let me go check at the dates. Right, look in here. I will likely come back towards the end of the season somewhere. Maybe at the game I think we might get promoted. Or if I fall into the playoffs, I'll come back in those playoffs. Or if I manage to fall out of it completely, I'll come back at the end of the season. Likely very triggered, but hopefully that doesn't happen. But I think that'll do it for this episode. It is going really well. Like, they thought we'd finish mid-table, but I was never going off their expectations. I was going off my own. And my own expectation was to finish somewhere in this top 5 by January, which I've done. But now my expectation by the end of the season is automatic promotion because we've set ourselves up so well. So ideally we push on, we stop getting injured, get automatic promotion, and then we plan for League 1, and that'll be nice, or Ligue 1. That'll be nice. But that will do it for the video. If you enjoyed, please give it a like and subscribe if you're new. We've just passed 200, like I said at the beginning. Really happy with that. Thanks to everyone that's subscribed. But we're going to push on for 300 now. That's my new goal. And hopefully we get promoted with Paris. That's my other goal. But that will do it. Like I said, if you enjoyed, please give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.